I remember when I used to open up Perfect Combination or Critical Blow, we always get hit with those SPRs. And I remember even tuning in to some of these lives on TikTok or other platforms where they will sell cards or booster packs. Sometimes you will get 2 SPRs and 1 SCR, or sometimes you just get a bunch of SPRs in your hits that people would just be depressed about it. A lot of the older boosters used to have 2 SPRs in each booster box, and they would be guaranteed. Sometimes you would even get hit with 3. So I remember when I was looking at some of these boosters, people would be really sad about getting some of these SPRs. And I think another thing that made people a little bit sad about SPRs is that the value of them were so low that they just felt like they just lost money on that booster. Let's say 2 of the SPRs were $2 or $3 each, and maybe you hit a secret rare, but that secret rare was probably maybe $30, maybe $20. So you already got cooked, right? So if you paid $100 and you maybe make $30 back, you lost $70, right, on that booster. And I think a lot of people really didn't like those SPRs because they were so low in value. But I'm here to tell you guys that I think SPRs are the most disrespected and most undervalued cards, and here's why. So I'm going to share with you guys some examples, and I'm going to be going through some examples of cards that I think they look nice, and I think also the evolution of SPRs, because they have had some different designs over the years. Some with gold stamps, some without gold stamps, and all kinds of different designs. But I actually have a few cards here to show you guys. I'm going to keep them in the penny sleeve. I'm not going to take them out. And yes, today I'm wearing gloves. I know a lot of people are saying, why are you wearing gloves? Because one, my hands are pretty oily. I don't want to leave oil, or I don't want to leave thumbprints on my stuff. I don't know. I'm just weird like that. So I'm going to be wearing gloves. So I guess if you don't like people wearing gloves for their videos and you're kind of weird about that, whatever. I mean, I guess it is what it is, but I'm going to wear gloves. But anyways, so I'm going to share with you guys a bunch of SPRs that you guys are able to hit, right, from all these other master booster boxes. So first here we have an Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta Godlike Power SPR. And the reason why I also think that these are so undervalued is because look at the value of them. I mean, you can get some of these for like $8, $7. And if you're watching this video, you're probably feeling that pain right now where you can't probably even find a booster box, or you can't even find singles that are pretty cheap or that are a little bit more affordable, right? They're not too bad on your wallet. I really, really like SPRs. And as you guys know, I'm a Vegeta fan. So as you guys can see, it has the gold stamp. It has a little bit of that texture. I guess I'm going to go ahead and take it out since I actually have my gloves on. So you guys can see it a little bit more closer. But as you guys can see, you know, it has all that gold stamp. And it has a little bit of that old school, almost like a prism holo type of design. So back in the day, a lot of these SPRs, they would have a bunch of gold stamps on them. So they would be all just like flat like that, right? And of course, one of the biggest gripes that people have is on Masters, there's a lot of text on it. But, you know, I will say that sometimes Masters have gotten away with some card designs where I don't mind where the text is, as long as above the chest is not covered with text like that, like text all the way up. I think I'm fine with that. But I will say that, you know, it does look really, really nice. Look at all that gold, and you can see right there at that angle, right in the middle, that prism holo design with a gold stamp all around him. So right there where the sun is hitting it, right there, you can see all the gold stamp following him or outlining every single detail. And I think that's really, really cool. I'm gonna keep going through this list, and I'm gonna be looking down at my phone here, but as I swipe and I go through these cards, you can see another one here that's really nice. It kind of looks just like the Vegeta that I just showed you guys, but that one is gonna be the Super Saiyan 2 Trunks Path to the Future SPR. Look, $10, $8. This is for Perfect Combination. That one's a huge booster box because you can hit the UI or Ultra Instinct Goku final form, and it has the GDR, or the possibility to hit a GDR on that booster box. But I believe that the perfect combination masters SPRs are really, really beautiful, and Trunks, they did a really great job with this one. I believe there was another Trunks in there. Is another chase for you Trunks fans out there, but it's a really, really nice card. So I will say they did a really great job with that. Here's a whole different booster box. There are going to be a bunch of random SPRs that I'm showing in this video, but if you guys want to take a snapshot, or you guys want to take a look at the listing here, as you can see on TCG Player, it already has the name of the booster box here, so you guys are able to go back to this video and get the information and the card number from every single one of these cards. I kind of like to put this information and not just the card up on the screen, so that way you guys are able to go back and look at what set it is, what number card it is, what's the name of the card, and then you can see right now obviously the prices will always vary depending on the market. But on this one is going to be Android 16 Energy Amplification SPR, and look guys, only $8 or $9, so $8 to $9, really nice. It almost looks like it has all this really nice gold stamp there too. I don't have that card, but I'm just gonna show you guys like just different examples, and I'm just gonna fire away. There's this one called, the booster box is called Realm of the Gods, and this one is gonna be Goku Black, and this one is gonna be a half of another card, and I wish I found that card, but I believe there's another half. But just so you guys know, this one's called BT16-092, so I believe the next one is gonna be 093, and I think it's where it's Vegeta and Trunks also doing another blast against Goku Black here. So this is like a 2-card type of deal here. I don't even know why I didn't get a picture of that. My apologies. But hey, maybe that's a little bit of homework for you guys to go look for that card and look for that other half. But it's going to be in an SPR from Realm of the Gods. But this one's going to be really nice. It has that gold stamp, and everything that's gold there is going to be gold. So this one is going to be Goku versus Beerus. And this one's really nice because it's really rich in that red and that purple design. I love purple. So if you guys are a Beerus fan or Super Saiyan God Goku fan, I mean, this is going to be one card for you guys to really chase. This one is going to be somewhere between $8 to $10. So once again, look, like it's literally so undervalued. I think people always skip them and they're like, oh, SPR or whatever, like, oh, I lost on the box. Like, no, like you still collect cards because of the art. Look at this one right here is an SPR, Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. This one's going to be from the Legend of the Dragon Balls. That booster box came out before that History of Z booster box where the cereals came out. But this one's a really nice one, Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. The next one is going to be back again to Realm of the Gods. Like I said, they're all going to be random SPRs here. But this one is going to be UI Goku versus Jiren. I used to have this card, but I actually did a trade with someone else who was a Jiren fan. So I was like, you know what, let's do the trade. But once again, $8 to $10, right? Like, it's not gonna break the bank. You're not looking at a $500, $600, $700 card here. It's actually pretty decent. Now this one right here, I think is beautiful. I don't have this card, but this one's the Android 17 and 18 team up attack SPR. It's about $12 to $13, and this one is gonna be from Ultimate Squad. Now the reason why I like this card so much, I've actually seen it in person, but who knows, maybe I'll pick it up after this video. But this card right here, you can actually see Android 16 in the back. This card is really beautiful because the gold stamp follows the whole card, and like I mentioned to you guys in like this other card that I was showing you guys, or that Vegeta, or I'll just show you guys this other card right here. But this one, you can see like the outline, Goku here and Vegeta all outlined in a gold stamp and gold lining there. And this one right here, it will have kind of like that same design, that Ultimate Squad design. But yeah, I just think it's a really, really cool card, and it really does give like that snapshot of a scene from the animation, which I think is really cool if you guys are looking for that type of vibe. So something a little bit of a throwback here. So this one is going to be Malicious Machinations, and this is going to be another SPR. This one's called Focus Breakthrough, and you can see Goku here What I like about this card is that it's all green. It's got those white lines across diagonally, and then you have that gold stamp really like popping out on that energy blast or that energy ball. And I really think it just looks really, really nice. I don't personally own one. I'm sure there's a Vegeta one. I mean, the chase of cards for Vegeta for me is like endless, and that's cool because, you know, that's fine because that keeps me chasing different cards. I don't have a Vegeta from Malicious Machinations, but who knows? Maybe I do have a few. I just haven't noticed. But I know for a fact I don't have a card like this that is all green. I think it looks really, really nice. So if you guys are into this stuff, I mean, I would pick that card up. Now there's this card right here, and I believe I do have, actually I don't know if I have this one. This one is Vegeta Dragon Ball Super Masters Ultimate Squad. Let me look here. Actually, I do not have that one. I am very, very surprised I don't have that one. That should be like at the top of my list, but look, it's not bad. It's actually only between $7, maybe $9. But yeah, I don't have that one, but what I do have, I have something similar to that. This one is BT15. I can't remember what set is this one from, or what it is from. So this one is gonna be another Vegeta doing the Gallic Gun, and you can see all the thin gold stamps on that one. A lot of reflection there. You can see the camera, and you can see the actual you can see the reflection there of the lights, whatever's in the background, but you can see that it's got a little bit of that hollowness, and it's got a little bit of that gold stamp, a little bit more thinner, but it's there. So that one's gonna be another SPR that you guys can look for. But let me go ahead and go to the next one. So this one's really cool. Used to have this one. I also traded it for probably another Vegeta, but this one's called Son Gohan. True Self Revealed is another SPR from Critical Blow. Critical Blow is going to be another one where like it has that GDR Gogeta in that set. That's the chase. And then there's also a secret rare Gohan, I believe. The Critical Blow one, I want to say, is the secret rare Teen Gohan, Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. I think that was really, really cool. But anyways, this one's going to be one of the SPRs. I think it's really cool. This is when Goku finds his grandpa, and he actually gives him a hug in the other world. I think that's where it was. I know he meets him twice. I think it's twice. Can you guys remind me? Did Goku meet Grandpa twice in the afterworld? Was it twice? I think it was twice. But yeah, I think once when he was really when he was a kid, and then another time when he was a teenager. So, but anyways, off script here. But I will say, yeah, this is a really, really nice, good vibe, good feeling type of card. And it's got a bunch of little bubbles, I guess. Like, I don't know what's going on with bubbles. But anyways, this one is going to be, like I said earlier, in perfect combination, how I talked about that Trunks. Like how Trunks was, he was being done right on the design here. So you can see that this one is another one, self-taught traditional technique, SPR Trunks. This one's really nice too. It has that nice gold stamp. Everything that's gold, all gold stamp, has the gold outlining, and then where he's holding his sword, all of that is like all gold outlining, which is really, really nice card if you guys are Trunks fans. This one is going to be a whole different set called Beyond Generations. So this one is going to be an SS4 Vegito. I think this one's really cool because he's got that white glove. This one doesn't really have that much of a gold stamp from what I remember. I used to own this card too, but once again, I probably traded it for another Vegeta. But this card right here, I used to own this one, and it kind of looked like this. Later on in the sets, they used to have this design, like, and some people liked it, some people hated it. But let me know what you guys' thoughts are. But here's what it kind of looked like. So and Beyond Generations, they kind of, you see these lines, like they go from up and down, like it kind of breaks throughout the whole design. That's what kind of this card used to look like, from what I remember. Like I'm sure because I used to own it, but it would just look like this. But as you can see that design. Some people really didn't like this. They didn't like this design at all. And then as you can see, even this card right here, like I was mentioning, they don't have they actually don't have a gold stamp on these, like how I was mentioning. This one does not have any gold stamping. So later on in the years, they used to focus more on the texture versus the actual gold stamp, because they added these lines in the back, and they kind of like felt like maybe it was going to be too busy doing the gold stamps. Yeah, so that's going to be the example that I can give you guys on what that card or that SPR Vegito Super Saiyan 4 would look like. So that way you guys can kind of get an idea if you guys are going to end up buying that. The next one I'm going to show you guys, I actually do own this card, and I actually did a video about this not too long ago. But this one is going to be SPR, of course, because we're talking about SPRs today. And this one's going to be Power of a Super Saiyan, and this one's going to be the Vegeta. So this, guys, is such a beautiful card. I think it's really, really interesting how they did this card design, because it has the gold stamps. There's not a lot of ridges on it, but there will be a lot of gold stamps. So you see how like there's that reflection, like kind of that silver like background, like flat, but it's got all that nice little thin like gold stamp around. And I thought this card was really, really interesting. This is like as close as I can probably get it for you guys, and you guys can take a look. But look at that beautiful card. Like, once again, I like how there's a lot of text, but it stops kind of like right here, right? And I don't mind that. That's nice. I think that's clean. So once again, I know a lot of people were kind of, oh, Master is too much text, it doesn't look good, yada yada yada, Fusion World's cleaner. But if you really like kind of look beyond it, I will say, some cards, I will say the text kind of does ruin the card. I won't disagree with that. But it just depends. Like, I think that's why for me, I am a little picky on what I collect too. But I actually go based on like the aesthetics of the card, where the card art actually lays on the card, where is the text ending at, just things like that I look at. So I don't know if I'm weird like that. I don't know if you guys are like that too. But I know that that's one of the complaints that people have Masters. But remember, guys, this is a card game, so a lot of this stuff is just instructions, right? Like, as collectors, we see cards differently than what a player looks like or looks at it, right? Because they're looking at, oh, this is what I can do, with my card. I can do a counter attack. I can it's a blocker, right? I can actually use this as a leader card. I can flip the card and then I can, power up, whatever, right? Like, whatever it is, however it is that they're looking at the card, the power level is different, right? How we see it and how card players see it is way different. The other card that I want to look at here is gonna be from Vicious Rejuvenation. I've actually never ripped this card or this booster box myself, but you can see this is another SPR, another really nice old school type of look, right? Like, this is like the Dragon Ball era. This is gonna be another SPR, Eye for an Eye SPR. And by the way, a lot of people have been asking me in the comments, like, hey, like, where do I find the card list, or like, where do I find the booster or all the cards for Masters? In my description below, you guys will see a bunch of different links. You guys are able to go there. I've actually categorized them by Fusion World, by Masters, by searching even some vintage cards from other creators. I believe they have built some of these platforms, which is really cool. And they also have added a bunch of like the card list and a bunch of photos and what the cards look like by rarities, levels, sets, background, booster boxes, whatever. Like, it's all there. So if you guys are having a hard time like just making a list, we need more creators. I believe we need more people to spread awareness and spread the knowledge, right? And this is what I'm here for, is to just spread a little bit more knowledge and just share with you guys what's out there. Because if you guys don't know what's out there, how can you chase what you don't know what's out there? That's why I'm here to help you guys and guide you guys, like, in that journey if you guys are getting started. The next card I want to show you guys, if you guys are a Gogeta fan, and yes, Gogeta has some really beautiful SPRs. So the SPR is a Gogeta, so most likely a GDR is going to be Gogeta. So Gogeta will be the GDR chase for this, but this one's a really nice one. I like how he's standing. It's got that whole gold stamp around his whole suit or vest. He's got the gold all around, and then he's got this nice little swirl around him, like a tribal type of solid gold stamp there. Then you got another one here, Prismatic Clash from Masters once again. You got Goku there doing the Kamehameha. Then you got TN. This is actually one of the newer sets, Impact Beyond Dimensions. And if you guys haven't checked out that video, I did a live opening of this booster box, so make sure to check out that video around my screen. And look, this one's already like between 10 to, well, actually more like 20 bucks, but it's a pretty solid card. I think they're really doing a great job. They're actually graduating on the design, right? Like more gold stamp. Now they're adding these little TV pips or different angle squares, so they can give a different perspective of what the character looked like in the other scene, which I think that's cool. And I think Masters is getting, I think they're trying to really like dive into like giving different perspectives of the animation. So I think that's really cool. This is another one. This is Dawn of the Z Legends. You got Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta here. This is going to be a Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta box, so you guys might want to check that one out. This one's Ultimate Squad. You got Goku there saying bye. He's about to do the instant transmission. Final sacrifice with Cell when he's about to blow up. And then you got Goku here face off with an Emperor Beyond Generations. I believe this one doesn't have gold stamp either. The one before that did, but this one doesn't. It's more like a texture, and it's got those purples and the blues, but there's really not a lot of gold on this one. And I've owned that card before. Once again, I probably traded it. But this one's definitely gold stamp on this one. Cell Explosive Terror. So this is where Goku is about to do the instant transmission. So that's like two different angles, but this is a whole different box. This is Ultimate Advent. Oh my god, I really love that booster box. Ultimate Advent was a really great box. And then you got this one, Dawn of the Z Legends. Like I said, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta box. This one is a really beautiful card. Actually, one of my friends, I ended up doing a trade with him. He wanted one of my copies, and I actually traded with him. But this one's a really nice card. It's got like this really nice deep blue purple galaxy like holo. I think I might actually have a video of that card somewhere in my on my video. I'm probably gonna put this one up. If not, you guys should go check out some of these eBay listings and check out that card, because this card is a banger for sure. Yeah, it's a lot of gold stamp all around him, the gold outlining on the hair, the actual belt there, or like the vest, everything is all gold stamp all around. And once again, perfect combination. We're going to perfect combination Goku, multiple awakenings. I think you guys should chase the two SPRs in here. And I think I actually going to show this on the screen, but there's one SPR I think is going to come in a little later, but there's another SPR that follows this SPR. Is when he's doing the Kamehameha wave against Jiren, and it's a really beautiful card too. And then you guys should chase that SCR, the secret rare, Ultra Instinct Goku. Used to own that card too, but I will say I slightly regret selling that one. Then we got Janemba here, and this is going to be History of Z. So History of Z has some really beautiful SPRs, guys, and I'm going to actually show you guys here another Gohan, Beast Gohan one here pretty soon. But there's going to be a History of Z special rare, a special rare Janemba. Like I said, not a lot of gold, actually no gold, but it's mostly texture, and it has like almost like this fish type of texture on the background. It looks really cool. And then there's this one, Gogeta fan. Like if you're a Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta fan, this is a card you need to have in your collection. This is going to be Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta SPR. No gold, but there's a lot of texture going on here, like a blue outline instead of that gold, and it looks really beautiful. Let me show you guys what it kind of looks like. I do have a card here that kind of resembles the same type of design. I think this one is BT. Oh yeah, I do have one. I have an SPR from, I want to say this is from History of, oh no, Ultimate Advent. Yeah, Ultimate Advent. I have an SPR from Ultimate Advent. So this one, sometimes it comes in a like a sealed pack, like a topper. So yeah, you can get a topper in one of those. They started introducing those topper cards, like an extra card or whatever in the box. When you open it, it is already there. But this one used to be one of them, or you can hit it in the box or in the packs, in the booster packs. But sometimes they came sealed. But this one's really nice. So this one is gonna be like that design on that Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta. It looks just kind of like this, and it has like that outline all across the character. But yeah, I totally forgot. I actually do have one, like an example for you guys, so you guys can kind of take a look at that. Well, this is the Beast Gohan, Beast Roar SPR. This is from Critical Blow. So like how I was telling you guys, Critical Blow is Gohan. These are actually getting a little bit more like higher on the price side. I don't know why, but I will say that maybe it's just the age, and then maybe it's also the design, the art itself. Like, it does look really nice that it has Gogeta both in color, and then that black and gold in the back. I do have this next Vegeta though. This Vegeta is really nice. So this one is gonna be from Beyond Generations, and like I said, they started adding those lines or like that design in the background. So this one is gonna be from Beyond Generations, special rare SPR. I like the design with Vegeta on the top left there. Yeah, this is really nice for sure. So, and it's got a really different color to it too. So yeah, I definitely had to add this one to my collection. But yeah, super nice. This one's gonna be from Vermilion Bloodline. This is another SPR, but this is a Majin Vegeta SPR, guys. And as you guys know, I'm a huge Majin Vegeta fan, and this one's an SPR Majin Vegeta here. And it's got that nice like gold stamp around him, and it is a little bit on the flat side around him, but you can see like almost like that nice color texture on there. Well, not too much texture, is a little flat, but that rainbow hollow looking type of design. So really beautiful. I really like this card. And then he's got that gold outline, Majin Vegeta gold outline there. I think even, oh no, unfortunately the Majin is not a gold stamp, but it's there obviously because, you know, Majin Vegeta. But the rest of him is all outline in gold, and it's really nice. Like, super beautiful card right here. But yeah, if you guys are a Vegeta fan, you guys need to have this card. Like, this is a must. Beast Gohan here, and then you have Orange Piccolo. This was actually a really big chase for a lot of you Beast Gohan fans, so I wanted to mention that. But you can see this one's about that 80-90 range, so we're getting up there a little bit, right? But I just don't think it's that bad. SPRs are so beautiful, guys. Like, there's so much cards to chase. Like, I didn't even show you guys all kinds of other cards that I had. I mean, this is just, once again, I'm just gonna close out with these 3 cards right here. But look at those cards right here with the gold stamps. Look at all that gold, and they're really beautiful. Like, look at this. This one is Baby Resolute Avenger. Like, look at the deep colors on that. It's really nice. And yeah, if you guys have been enjoying my videos, make sure you guys start checking out some of the other videos that are going to be on the screen here. They're going to be on the left and the right side of the screen. Make sure you guys like, subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next video.